Not a kicker or a puncher here, Brock. It's safety Justin Reed to get this one going. And we're off from Jacksonville. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Lisa 24. Here we go.
Trying the right side. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Running back gets it on the draw. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
11, Agate.
Here we go, 2nd and very long. His first throw is an interception. And the Chiefs get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Wow, what an exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the former QB and you. It's not an opening drive touchdown, but an interception instead.
Yeah, exciting for one side. That would be the defense. Demoralizing for the other side as an offense. First salvo, listen, it goes to the defense. And now it really sets the stage for what I love and what you love, Kate, in this game of adjustments, in the game of back and forth. Who's going to respond next?
Mahomes starting off with a throw. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
That one right down the middle. And the Chiefs will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Reed now to kick this one away. Brings in the kick at the 9. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Rip, 23.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Couldn't find Brian Thomas Jr. on that throw. And now they face 2nd down.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Hey, kill. Here we go, Sahara.
Second and 10. Here's Lawrence. It's caught. This is Gabe Davis. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Here we go,
Third down, Lawrence to throw. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
On to punt on fourth down, it's Bradley Pinion. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. And he'll at least get this to register as inside the 20 on the stat sheet, as this is down at the 19-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Finds his man, it's Worthy. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Quite the start to that drive, huh? The first play sets him up now at the 38. To the air, Mahomes. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And it sets up 2nd down.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect. And all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
Yellow, yellow.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes. Fits it through the middle. Touchdown, Kansas City! The Chiefs get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Reed now to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. And look at this return. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Go, go. Go, go.
Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. They bring Thomas in motion. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Offense in the hurry up here. And they're going to pass on 3rd and inches. Gets it to him on the screen. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
And a man is there to knock that away. Ryan Thomas Jr., his intended target. And it's going to be second down.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down.
Hey, easy. Route. Hey, I'm gun.
Man in motion out of the slot.
Silver.
Sticking in the air with Lawrence. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Defense doubled him, knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. A bit surprising. Quarterback still threw in that direction with how well that defense had that play covered.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Lisa 24. Great job.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. Impressive play, but they are well shy of the first down.
Well, that one came with a high degree of difficulty. Had to balance focusing on the catch, keeping those feet in bounds.
The Jaguars into punt formation. McCole Hardman on the Chiefs' return. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. 45 yards on the punt. And the Chiefs will get set to go on offense. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Yellow. Attack. Collect. Attack.
They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And this one doesn't go far.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Hey, 43, 15. Right side.
Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. They get about 4 there, need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face, because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
And they'll down this one just beyond the midfield stripe.
At their own 46-yard line.
The Jaguars in a good starting spot for this drive. Coming up, 1st and 10. They've got a man in motion.
Silver.
1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Dumps it off to his running back. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
from just shy of midfield on second down. Got him in. It's Thomas. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down. Back for the second quarter. It's Jaguar football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10.
Go, go, let's go. Here we go, son.
Lawrence throwing here.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you can see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
From the 40 on second down. That's Thomas. He's got it. It's a pickup of 26. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down.
Yeah, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the first down. That's called yards after catch. And it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Hey, Lion.
Second down now, 7 to go.
Here we go, son.
Back to throw. Here's Lawrence. And this is caught. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars start to fight back with their first points of this game. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. On comes Joshua Carty to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Jaguars chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. They'll begin his return from the 11. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Play action, Mahomes. Flushed out of the pocket. Catch is made down the right sideline. A lot of mess on the move here. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs take a 13-point lead. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Butker to try the point after. Pressure off left, and it's blocked.
I can feel the anger all the way up here, Kate. They did not like giving up the big play, the lengthy touchdown, and they decided to release a little bit of that frustration via the special teams. That juice, that energy, you could feel it overwhelmed there and led to the block.
Returnable from the 2. This return makes it up to the 25. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Hey, go, go. Go, go. Red.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
As a play caller, Kate, I would always be a little cautious of a first down draw. I like it better when that defense is anticipating pass. Well, they were only anticipating getting the backfield and making that running back feel the pain.
Another carry for him. Breaks the tackle. Green grass ahead. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run, but I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Rolling into enemy tip. They get to him, and he loses the football. It's out! And the offense recovers. They can still advance it. They get 27 on the play. And that's a Jaguar first down. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock. But now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know.
It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Chiefs will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Yellow.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's on the move. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
That's complete, Isaiah Pacheco. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
If that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Attack, attack!
Again, Mahomes to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
On the move, headed right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throw away.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
15!
Throws off the rip, but it's incomplete. Intended target there was Xavier Worthy. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
He's got him. That's Pacheco. And they make the tackle at the 38. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day 1 install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back still doing it to this day.
And he gets this one down to the 30-yard line.
Attack,
Moving quickly, trying to get set again. A counter give here to Pacheco. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. The Jaguars are going to call their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. With a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
And it's a nickel set from the Jags on this 3rd down. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Throwing is Mahomes. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that'll bring up 4th and 3.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Up and good from Blankenship. And that'll give him a 16-point advantage.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
His return starts at the 5.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Jaguars in a good starting spot for this drive. Coming up, 1st and 10.
On red.
Lone back gets the handoff. We're at the 2-minute warning now from Everbank. And he finally ends up out of bounds after a huge gain.
Ready up.
So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone.
Red on red.
Back-to-back carries here. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars chop some of the lead off before the half. Made the right read on the RPO inside the red zone, Brock, and things worked out.
And you know what is so key about these RPOs? It's that mesh point. It's the details right there, not immediately giving any indication of what they were going to do, and it created, Kate, the slightest of hesitations for the defense, and that slightest opportunity is all he needed to hit the end zone.
That one splits the uprights, and the Jaguars will trail by 9. We've got ourselves a 9-point game now as they'll kick this off. This taken from the 12. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Yellow. Yellow, yellow. Yellow.
Mahomes escapes the pocket. And this one's incomplete, too low as it skips off the ground.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
first. It's second down.
Yellow.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. Short pass brought in. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. A timeout taken by Jacksonville. It's second. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on third down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Third and short. Here's Mahomes. Cut for big yards on the right side. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs grow their lead just before halftime. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Reed now to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10.
Rip, 23. Silver.
Now it's Lawrence. Hits him on the out route. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's second. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
All right, let's go.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. Jags working fast here, trying to get back to the line. Hits his running back. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. The defense takes its third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
Hey. 13, Luke. Take right, open.
Sticking in the air with Lawrence. It is caught left side. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. Now a timeout called by the Jaguars. That's their third. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Second and 3 now.
11, Agate. Here we go.
Lawrence working from the gun. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. The Jaguars ready to send this downfield, and away it goes. McCole Hardman now on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the... the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Yellow. Our side.
The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you get runs of that length. It may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Yellow, yellow. Side.
Looking to throw Mahomes. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. The Chiefs bringing out their punt team. And he'll try to have his 2nd punt top his 1st one. We don't get a return out of that punt. And it'll be Jaguars football. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
Hey, go, go. Go, go. Red.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Chiefs are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a 2nd half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the 1st play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and 3 now. Slot man motioned over. Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
May not be the way he typically gets the ball, Kate, but once he had it in his hands like a reception, he knew what to do with it. He smelled that 1st down, and he went and got it.
1st and 10 now from the 30.
Yellow. Hey, 43, 15.
The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their 1st. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. First and 10 now from the 30. Quick throw completed by Mahomes. And they had that one contained right at the line. That's Odafe away with a stop. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Back to the air, Mahomes. Completes this one to Rice. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
They're now set for 1st and 10. Throwing again, Mahomes. Looking touchdown, but can't connect. Thought he had a touchdown there. And now it's 2nd down. Another throw for Mahomes. And they will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs parlay the interception into points. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Bronk. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. Reed now to kick this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, run. It's hot.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. C.J. Gardner-Johnson there on the tackle. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Leo Chanel able to bring him down.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on the 3rd and short.
Complete beyond the marker. And he goes out, just needed one more step there to reach midfield. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
They'll run here on 1st down. And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start the push into Chiefs territory. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
2nd and 6 coming up here. They give it to him again. And he's only going to get down to the 47 on a short gain. They pick up 1 on the run. Need more, though. That takes him to 3rd and 5.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Easy. Hey, kill. Here we go.
Back to the well again. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Offense up to the line fast. 1st down throw, Lawrence. Looking right, and he finds him. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Working quickly here.
30 left. 11 add
1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Oh no, they get him yet again. Trent McDuffie in to pick it off. And the Chiefs are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, Brock, it has been a special day for this defense when it comes to forcing turnovers. Big play after big play, and that is their 4th interception of this contest.
Special for the defense and an absolute nightmare for a quarterback. 1 interception, it sticks with you all week long, but throwing 4, he probably wishes he could be anywhere else on earth other than this field right now.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Sending a receiver left. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Mahomes on 1st and 10. That's Worthy running the slant. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
From the 40 on 2nd down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Ooh, baby, Brock, this one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Chiefs grow their lead yet again.
Jaguars 14.
Reed now to kick this one away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Good looking return here, and he's got room. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line.
44. Jaguars 14.
They've got 1st down from the 31.
Rip, 23.
They bring Thomas in motion.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. Putting a receiver in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. That one's incomplete over the middle. No luck finding his receiver that time. So 2nd down coming up.
I'll tell you this, Kate, they doubled him knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. That's doing your homework. A bit surprising QB still threw it in that direction with how well the defense had that one covered.
Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And he's brought down after a short gain.
Here we go, here we go.
Offense in the hurry up here. Desperation time here on 4th. That's cut beyond the marker. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. They are throwing it again. Setting up the screen. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Take right open.
He'll throw it yet again. Dumps it off to his running back. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage. Offense up to the line fast. He's got it at the 6. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6.
Hey, kill. Here we go, son.
From the red zone now. Oh, they got it. Intercepted along the goal line. He's off to the races. The 50. He's at the 30. The 10. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. Well, we all saw his teammates yelling at him, go down for the touchback. Yeah, no chance of that. He saw a lane to take it from one end zone to the other, and he did just that.
You know, and in that sense, he's no different than a kick returner bringing it out of the end zone. That's why some think DBs make the best return men. They just got that unique way of seeing the field, whether it's on a kickoff or going 100-plus for a pick 6. Wow.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Kickoff taken at the 3. And look at this return. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. They've got first down from the 31.
Hey, Lion.
From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Working quickly here. From the 37. Cut out left. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Now they send their back in motion right. Out of the gun, Lawrence. Into traffic, complete. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Offense in the hurry up here.
13, Luke.
Second and 4 at the 43-yard line.
From the 43. Short pass brought in. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Hey, Jupiter. 11, Agate. Go.
And they send a man in motion.
Silver.
Sticking in the air with Lawrence. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
Hey, go.
Running back sent in motion. Lawrence trying again on second. Got a man. It's Thomas. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line.
11.
Offense up to the line fast. The throw is on the turf. The ball's out. He lost it. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play.
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security's a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
They'll get this drive started. First and 10.
Right.
Here's the handoff. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves them with 3rd down and 6 to go.
Well, no springing a big play on that one. It's just going to simply be used as a setup play. Whether that's another run or eventually what I love, setting up a play-action pass off that counter action.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. Off play action, it's Mahomes. Has it downfield, working the left. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 27 on the play. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down. It's the 2-minute warning here in Jacksonville. Chiefs moments away from their 4th win of the year. New set of downs for them at the 38. Running up the middle, Pacheco. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here. The Jaguars are going to call their 1st timeout. Setting up for the kneel down on 3rd. He'll go to a knee, and that defense can only stop the clock 2 more times.
Okay, time for the defense to think about getting that ball back. And this is where you've got to conserve every second. Got to expect the timeout coming any moment now.
Hunter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And they get to this one just shy of the opposing 30-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Hey, Ron! Silver!
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And it won't matter in the end, but nevertheless, he's in for the late touchdown. The Jaguars putting up points in a game decided. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate, and I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
Jags offense hasn't left since the touchdown. They're going for 2 here. And the pass succeeds. A little momentum builder as they try to dig into this deficit. Well, don't look up at the clock, everybody. That is certainly not their friend as they get set to try an onside kick. And the Chiefs cover up the kick. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point in the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it. Even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game. You got to expect the timeout is coming any moment now, right? If you want another shot with the ball, you'll need every second you can conserve on that clock.
Attack, attack!
The play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call's going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. He'll go to a knee, and that defense can only stop the clock 2 more times.